guys, just say I'm now on the train heading to Universal Studios, so I'm not going to talk long. I'm just going to catch up with you once I see you there. So yeah, I'm going to continue the walk. It's going to be quite a long one, so I'm just going to get this fast as possible, and then I'll pick this up once I get to the studios. Oh, in fact, I see a train that goes there. I'm going to try and catch that. Okay, screw that. That's sort of stupid. I keep walking along and there's absolutely nowhere to cross the road. I'm just coming up to a tunnel now, and actually screw that when I go through there. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so I've been walking for about 5 minutes now, and I still can't find. I'm only just coming up to the set of traffic lights. Whether they'll help me pass the road, I'm not sure. I might be walking on this side even further. Good news, I made it across. But now I'm going to quickly go grab a drink from the garage that's across the road, because after that walk I need a drink, seriously. Look guys, we're getting super close. We're seeing signs up all the way now, advertising it. Can't wait. Oh, in fact, people are getting on the bloody train, so I want to try and catch that. Okay, so we're finally here in Universal Studios Hollywood. Now it's absolutely massive, and I'm just walking along the shopping walkway now. I've got one goal to remember today though: Ben, don't buy much stuff, and yeah, I'm looking at the Harry Potter store already. Okay, so good news, we are in Universal Hollywood past security. And behind me here, you can see the big globe. But I now got to check in and get my tickets. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. I say that a lot. Yeah, so we're going to see everything today because I have booked the VIP experience and it looks empty. See ya. Okay, so with the VIP experience I actually get free food for the beginning of the day, so just have a look at this amazing buffet. Well, morning breakfast. Oh my god. This is something we do not get in England. I feel like royalty right now, so I'm going to be led around by a guide all day, getting straight into every ride, making sure I get to do absolutely everything, and you guys are going to enjoy it all with me. But, as said, free buffet, so I'm going to go back for more of that. Okay, so we're currently walking through Springfield, home of Duff Beer and Giant Donuts. Just look at that view, guys. Absolutely astonishing. I have never seen anything like it. Oh, it's just amazing. I'm getting chills looking at it.
Of the awesome studio tour, as well as.
Okay, so we're just about to get on the VIP shuttle. Okay guys, so we're on the lovely, luxurious tour bus. free water to keep nice and hydrated. And apparently there is some filming going on today, so we'll see what we can see. Okay guys, so I've just been handed some 3D glasses, and for anyone who works where I do at Wookie Hole, you'll see they're the exact same make and model we use for our 4D cinema. I thought I wouldn't have to think of Wookie Hole for a week. Looks like I do.
Alright, we are going to go out and check out as much of the back lot as available to us today, which is pretty awesome. The safety rules are pretty simple. Please don't stand while the vehicle is in motion. Watch your step as you enter and exit the vehicle, because that will be happening. We have water on board. The word of the day is hydration. What's the word of the day?
Hydration.
Awesome. And we're going to be walking around the back lot and driving around the back lot. So everything that regular, I call them the regulars, Universal Studio Tour gets, you are getting and more. Every time you set foot off the vehicle, you're getting the VIP experience, which is pretty awesome. So when you see the trams driving by, you're going to hear me say, wave to the regulars, wave to them. They love that. All right? They're the regulars, you're the VIPs. For now, wave goodbye to the theme park. We're heading down our timeline, which is a hill with movie posters on it. These movie posters represent some of the over 8,000 pictures we've shot as Universal Studios Hollywood. We are over 100 years old. We were founded by a gentleman named Carl Levely. He came here as a German immigrant in his late 30s, wanted to start the picture business, and put several $1,000s down on this roughly 400-acre backlot that at the time was a functional chicken ranch. He wasn't sure that the picture business was going to take off, so he kept the chicken ranch going and would sell people a dozen eggs at the end of every filming day just to ensure a bit of a profit. There he is on your screen. We call him Uncle Carl. We're at Universal Studios in Universal City, California. We have our own name, our own zip code, our own sheriff's office. We even have our own fire department here off to your right. That is fire station number 51, named after a 1970s American television show called Emergency. And if you watch Chicago Fire, they're fire station number 51 as well. Pretty awesome stuff, guys. We have all the creature comforts of a major city right here on our back lot, because it takes a long time to create what you see on screen. One thing that our city has that your city probably doesn't have are these big tan buildings. Over here off to your left, that's sound stage number 12. That's where we shoot The Voice, but if you look at your screens, you'll see some other pictures that shot inside there over the
Our voice version's better.
Now Jared is going to do something that the regulars don't get to do. He's going to make a left-hand turn. Give him a round of applause for doing that. Kind of going rogue, right? Yeah. He'll also make a little stop so you guys can get a picture of the front of the sound stage if you would like. And if you look at your screen, you'll see what our stages look like on the inside. Basic giant warehouses, right? The padding on the wall is called Insaquilt. That keeps the sound nice and tight. The rafters up top are never shown on screen. They hold grips and gaffers. They do lighting and electricity. Thanks, Jared. We're cruising around the front part of our lot that I like to call the nerve center of our lot. Production is created in 3 phases. Pre-production, where the script gets green-lit, gets the go-ahead. That's when we get our cast, our crew, our financing, our locations together. Then we go into production, which is filming, hair, makeup, costumes, acting. Then we go into post-production, where we do video editing and sound design. That's what these buildings are for over here. So when we're inside of the sound stages, the only thing we are recording, the only things are what the actors are saying and what the actors are doing. Everything else is added in later in post-production in these buildings. Right in the corner, you're going to see a couple of gates. This is where writers, producers, directors, and actors come through each and every day. The dark tower off to your left is the Lou Wasserman building. He was a chairman here at Universal. He greenlit movies like Psycho and Jaws. So if you're a screenwriter, you want your script to wind up right over there. Off to your right is our shoe shine and our dry cleaners. And in this block, we feature Dick Wolf Films over here off to the right. Now on the corner is a building that looks a bit like an apartment building. Guys, this is soundstage number 1. This goes all the way back to the days of the Jack Benny program. It's had some work done, but let's face it, who in this town hasn't? You're welcome. Chelsea Handler shot the Chelsea Lately show there. That's where Hello Ross shot. Jimmy Fallon, everybody say hi to Harry, by the way. Hi, Harry! Jimmy Fallon brings his crew out west once a year and films there as well. Inside that soundstage is what we call a dollhouse set with no fourth wall. Desi Arnaz invented that way of filming. He realized early on, being a vaudeville actress, that Lucille would work best off the energy of an audience. So he got rid of the fourth wall, invited the audience to come, and that's how most talk shows and situation comedies shoot. Off to your left is our Carl Levely building, named after our founder, and there you'll find Universal Pictures, Focus Features, and our gym. Off to the right, some of our sound stages, 16, 17, 18, are where the interiors for the Desperate Housewives show is shot. And off to your left is a building that is a parking structure that was used in this scene in the Lost World Jurassic Park. This mobile lab was not dangling off of a cliff in Costa Rica, it was dangling off of that parking structure. It was decked out with greens from the greenery department to make it look like a cliff in Costa Rica. We use what we can for filming. We've taken down some sound stages back there. We're putting more up on another part of our lot. Our theme park is expanding, which is pretty awesome. Off to your left is stage number 21, formerly known as stage number 27, where Mindy Kaling comes to shoot the Mindy Project. This area is home to shows like Colony and Superstore, starring America Ferrera, which is pretty awesome, guys. Now, whenever possible, I will let you know when you're going to have a celebrity sighting, and you are going to have a celebrity sighting coming up on your right. It's in the form of a couple of minions, but that's all right. Illumination Entertainment is on our back lot. Pets, The Secret Life of Pets was in theaters last December. Anyone have any pets? Raise your hands.
Yeah.
You're fanimals like me, a fan of the animals. I've got the wiener dogs, guys. All about the pets. These sound stages off to your right were used in movies like Fast and Furious franchise. Anybody into those movies? Now they house television shows like The Good Place. Up here off to your left is Ted. He's got a martini in his hand. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look around, you'll see lots of trailers. Trailers are rest areas and dressing areas for talent. Any of the ones with the word Star Wagons on them, that company was founded by an actor named Lyle Waggoner. He used to play on the Carol Burnett Show and on Wonder Woman. He realized he had the entrepreneurial spirit and started his very own wagon company. Off to your left are our production bungalows. Back in the golden age of Hollywood, these were dressing rooms for some of Hollywood's biggest stars, like Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Jimmy Stewart, Lucille Ball. Now they house a lot of different production companies. Sir Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense, had a few bungalows when he worked out here. Coming up on your left, you'll see bungalow 5195. It does have his silhouette on the front of it. Now, he enjoyed making cameo appearances in most of his movies, but he was smart. He always did it within the first 5 minutes of every film, so his audience members wouldn't get caught up looking for him and not pay attention to the storylines of his movies. He was nominated for several Academy Awards, never won a single one, but luckily for us, he made some pretty phenomenal pictures in his day. Look at your screen. You'll see a couple of West Highland Terriers on the end of a couple of leashes. Those were his. He was a fanimal too. Everybody breathe in. Do you smell that? Do you smell that? That's the smell of 2 brand new sound stages off to your left. These were used for Hairspray Live, which aired on NBC last December. They were also used for America's Got Talent and for World of Dance.
Can we just go right into it? Thank you, that's great.
All right, guys, we're going to cruise right into the portion of our tour called the animations portion. Hold on to your hats, hold on to your loved ones, because we're heading to Skull Island.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to do it. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I wanted to become King Kong. Action! I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up into adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. It was great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
And return to Skull Island we're going to, my friends. So if you're sitting on the outside and you have anything in your pockets, you might want to move it to the inside. Make sure that you hold on. As I said, we're going to head in here. Now, characters like King Kong are created through computer-generated imagery. And just because we use computers to create characters doesn't mean we don't need actors. Actors participate in what is called motion capture, or what we in the biz call mocap. So actors wear sensors on their faces and on their bodies, and they wear suits that match the screens around them. Green screen, green suit, blue screen, blue suit. All of their body movements and facial expressions are received into a computer database, and then the computer-generated characters are created right around those things. So we will always need actors, even though we're using computers. When we head into Skull Island, guys, I'm going to ask everybody just to make sure that you leave all of your lights off on your mobile devices. Kong 340 3D. Not quite 360, but we'll get there. Guys, look around at the screens. Over 40 feet tall and 180 feet long. They utilize some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. That film was designed by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Digital. Don't go tossing those 3D glasses off the vehicle just yet. With Jared at the wheel, you never know where we might wind up. We wound up in Vegas yesterday. We lost, so we're back working for a living, but it's all good. King Kong 360 3D was created by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Digital, as I said. Now, Jared drove the vehicle into the main room and positioned the vehicle on a gimbal, which is a moving platform. We added our picture, our incredible effects, and the rest was a pretty amazing experience. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Me too. I know King Kong does as well. Here he is.
With a project like Studio Tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. And this tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
All right, speaking of rides, Jared's now taking us into our transportation division. This is where we house our picture cars. A picture car is any car that comes within the eye or the scope of the camera. Check out that Ferrari from Magnum PI that has black plastic seats. And in just a minute, you are going to see a Ferrari with tan leather seats that Tom Selleck is driving, which tells me one thing and one thing only. The Ferrari off to your left was driven by his mustache. Well, by his stunt driver, same difference. Most cars that you see on screen are real cars with real engines. Some are not. Some of them are kept lightweight so we can maneuver them in any fashion needed. Something we call motion control technology. I love those Flintstones vehicles. Those are the real green vehicles, not powered by gas or electricity, right? And rounding out our collection are some from the Fast and the Furious franchise and Jurassic World. Anybody see Jurassic World? Remember the gyrosphere? Well, it's been pulled for production, which means it's being used in the latest Jurassic World picture. If you remember that movie, then you remember there was a tour guide in there by the name of Jimmy Fallon. That was a little homage, the company paid to those of us that are studio guides here, right? So right now, I'm going to pay homage to those dinos that worked so hard in the Jurassic Park pictures, right? I'm going to tip my cap, and we're going to head to an island off the coast of Costa Rica.
What's going on? Are you missing me?
Yeah, we'll see a band at some point.
To Jurassic Park.
All right, I am very excited to announce that up ahead we have some of our picture vehicles from those movies. So you'll see that mobile lab I showed you earlier to announce the arrival of some of our prehistoric animal actors, guys, up ahead in their cages on the right. Don't worry, they're fun size. I love when animal actors make an appearance on our tours because it's pretty rare that they do, so when they do, I get very excited. I told you I'm a fanimal. All right, their cages are empty, you guys. Let me play their theme music one more time. They may be having a late breakfast up in the brush there. Don't worry, they're vegetarians. Come on. Come on out. Come on out. We're up. There they are. Fantastic. Did you get dino juice on you? You know what? If you did or didn't, thank you, Jared.
No.
I didn't know Jared was cool like that. To go back and give you a little bit more. Thank you, Jared. Now let's get some awesome pictures. That's how he rolls, guys. That's how he rolls. If you got dino juice on you, just do what I do. Rub it into your skin. It makes it all glistening. You're going to get compliments all day long. In about an hour, Danielle, and grow a little teeny tiny little tusk. I'm going to watch her. As we exit, if you look to the left, you'll see artificial trees. Those are made of foam rubber and chicken wire, so we can move them easily from location to location. Now, weather played a very big role in creating the mood and the tone for the Jurassic Park films, but here in sunny Southern California, we can't always get the weather to do what we need it to do when we need it to do it. So if you think about Jurassic Park, rain, thunder, wind, right? Lightning, mudslides in the dark, adds a little tension, right? If we show you a scene in the snow, then you want to cuddle up underneath the blanket, drink some hot chocolate in front of a fire, right? If you see a scene on the beach where it's warm and the surf is going, right? You want to get out, throw a football, a frisbee. This is how we manipulate what you're seeing on screen. We invoke feelings through the ways of weather. And right now we're going to head down into Old Mexico, and I'm going to show you how we create some of those weather effects. Now, I have 3 buttons in front of me, but I'm only allowed to push 2. So when we get down there, I'm going to push the buttons and show you exactly how, how we create some of these amazing effects. Now, when it came to the Jurassic Park pictures, we did that very, very easily by way of our mechanical effects when it comes to creating the weather. But we also did a lot of other little things that you probably didn't notice because they're kind of behind the scenes, like we used puppets for a lot of those dinos, right? And for the rain, I'm about to show you how we created that. And of course, that mobile lab wasn't really dangling off of a cliff, it was dangling off of that parking structure that I showed you a little bit earlier in the door. So heading down here, guys, have your cameras ready because off to the right, you're going to see a restaurant called Pepe's Cantina. You're going to want a picture of that. I'll reference it in just a minute to let you know why. Welcome to Old Mexico. I am pushing button number 1, which should activate the sound of thunder from our sound design department and the look of lighting of the hill from our special effects lighting department. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the tour.
Was there water and ice there this morning when you got there, sir? No, there wasn't. Yeah, you got there late.
All right, cool. So, button number 1, the sound of thunder from the sound design department and the look of lighting of the hill from our special effects lighting department.
Looks like there's this one more rail here.
Now I'm pushing button number 2, which should activate our special effects rain grids. Those are long bars with sprinkler heads attached to the top. The water flies in the air and lands on the ground naturally. And we use supersized raindrops. We can regular size raindrops down to up on screen. Now I'm not supposed to push button number 3, but I did it anyway. And it didn't do anything, did it? That's embarrassing. I'm probably like they tell me not to push it. Now I love Old Mexico, don't get me wrong, but every time I come here I end up wanting a spinach enchilada. And Pepe's Cantina up the road, they have the best spinach enchiladas in all of Southern California. I would know because I'm an enchilada aficionado, and I happen to be a vegetarian. So I'm glad you took a picture. I have them on, oh my goodness. Guys, that grid button activated our flash flood. Thousands of gallons of recycled water being released from tubs at the top of that hill create that effect. And here's that very same scene at Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes and the beautiful, yes I said it, beautiful Paul Giamatti. Hubba hubba. Cruising on out of this little slice of Old Mexico, we're heading into another little slice that was used as Peru in Indiana Jones and Kingdom of Crystal Skull. It was used as China in Hawk, and it was used in Nacho Libre, starring Jack Black. Alright guys, we're heading to 6 Points, Texas now. Off to your right and left, you'll see some pretty awesome Western sets. Pretty amazing Western stars. Some of your favorites worked here, like Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Audie Murphy, Hoot Gibson. Notice the sizes of the doors. Some are larger, others are smaller. The larger doors are built to make our damsels in distress a bit more demure and vulnerable while standing underneath them. And the smaller doors, they help the cowboys look a bit bigger and brawnier while standing underneath them. We have a lot of Western stars working here all at the same time, and 2 that were fired from Universal on the very same day were Burt Reynolds and Clint Eastwood. Now, Burt Reynolds was fired because he was told he couldn't act, and Clint Eastwood was fired because he was told that his Adam's apple was too prominent and unphotogenic. Happens to me all the time. I kid, I'm not an actor. Inside of there just for you, just for the VIPs. He doesn't do this when he's on the regular trams. He only does it when he's driving VIP, so give him a round of applause again. At least some golf claps, you guys. Come on, at least some golf claps. Gentle little claps for Jared. All right, so we're going to go in and we're going to have a little look around, but off to your left is a backyard attached to a gray and white house. That is actually a set for Hallmark Channel's Home and Family. Debbie Matenopoulos and Mark Steinis invite celebrity guests in every day to share their baking tips and their home improvement secrets, or their home improvement tips and baking secrets, depending on how you look at it, right? Pretty cool stuff. Now, when we head into stage number 50, I'm going to ask everybody to please stay seated. This is an awesome set, but it's 2 stories, which is kind of weird. The top half looks like a city street with buildings and lampposts and cars, And down below it looks like an underground station or a subway station. I'm from San Francisco, so it looks just like a BART station to me. We'll go in, we'll have a little look around, take lots of pictures. This is what we call a hot set, meaning that it's hot inside. No, it means it's dressed and ready to go for filming. Set dressing, set decorations, set pieces, those are any objects that establish a location. They depict economic status, time reference, and location, so we only bring them out when we're going to film. So you're seeing here, we've got filming equipment, but we've also got set pieces. And we have a lot of product placement. American Express, Coca-Cola, Minute Maid, all hard at work right here. Look at that. Now we've got the gates that lead to the stairs that lead to the set upstairs, which is amazing. And up here on the left is the end of the set is a table set with food. Food is called craft service. When you work on set, whether you're cast or crew, you get fed. Up on the side, sitting on a silver card that doesn't move at all. The camera operator enters within the camera, shakes it around. We add our mechanical effects and bring shenanigans into. Speaking of shenanigans, put your hands together for my buddy David and his amazing tour stylings.
Of course, the film Earthquake was released in 1974. The very next year, though, 1975, a different terror swam onto the screen. That's because Steven Spielberg's Jaws was released. That's right, a tale about the small New England town of Amity Island, terrorized by a man eating great white shark. Good news, everybody, we're headed to Amity Island right now. You don't need to worry about that shark, though. He's hanging out right over there on your right-hand side. He's not going to hurt a fly. We're just here to relax, enjoy the beach, chill out, and there's a fin in the water. Oh boy, look out, everybody. Okay, you're out there really close in the pool. Watch that fin. Alright, this looks like it's coming toward us. No. Oh, it's going right toward Officer George. Officer George is out there. He likes to study the marine life. Hey, swim away, Officer George! No, get out of there! Oh. Looks like you were a little too curious, George. That's okay, though. We've got some shark bait out in the yellow barrel, so hopefully the shark goes after that and not after us. Oh, good. Okay. We took the bait and the spear as well. Okay, that gas is going on. That can't be good, Sarah. Okay, check that gas up. What is happening? You know what? The shark means business. I've been told that sharks can sense fear. So as long as you breathe, relax, you don't have to worry about it, man. It's a great white shark! Everybody, a nice big round of applause for our shark, Bruce! Oh yeah, now you heard me correctly.
That was
his name
absolutely
is Bruce.
amazing.
The shark from the film Jaws gets his name from Steven Spielberg's lawyer. Yeah. Now our shark, Bruce, he is very talented, isn't he? He's got some massive core strength.
always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. The shark worked well enough for a while there and it was full time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Now that shark, am I on? To release in December. Film The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. That's right, Burt Reynolds in a musical, everybody. It's kind of a residential area of the lot. We'll be exploring that area on your left-hand side a little later on the tour. Over here on your left. Oh boy. Okay, on the left-hand side. You see that Dodge Charger? Doesn't look like it's got any clearance tags or anything. You know what? We're supposed to call this kind of suspicious activity in. Let me just call security real quick. There we go. Okay, security. Yeah, there's some black. Oh, you know what? They've already spotted it. And, okay, they've got a message for us here. Let me just patch them in real quick. Hey, security.
Studio tour. Looks like we might have an issue.
Oh, boy.
I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw. We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto. I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he's definitely dangerous. My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now.
Alrighty.
If you see him,
Be a hero?
don't be a hero.
Oh.
Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Agent Novak, you know what? The FBI has this under control. Let's focus back on our tour. Now, we are about to see some of the most festive sets on our lot. They are the homes of the Who's from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. These are the sets from that film over on your right-hand side. This is one of the largest productions that we've ever had at Universal Studios. They used 11 of the 24 sound stages that we saw on our front lot. 10 of them were for different sets, so the town square of Whoville, the Grinch's Lair, the top of Mount Crumpet, places like that. The 11th soundstage was used simply as a facility to apply all the makeup to all the Who's in that film. There were so many different Who's, right? They all had artificial noses, some of them had teeth, things like that, fake ears. Rick Baker, in fact, he designed all the makeup for that film. He won an Academy Award for his work in The Grinch. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, the Grinch is not the only nasty neighbor the Who's have to worry about, not while they're on their lot, at least, on our lot, because they live right around the corner from the Bates Motel. Welcome everybody to the historic sets from Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece Psycho. Now the motel that you're seeing is from Psycho 2, but if you look right up there at the top of the hill, you will see the Psycho house still standing from the original film. That makes that Psycho house one of the oldest sets still standing in Hollywood. Originally, the Psycho house was just 2 walls. It's what we would call a facade. Literally just the front and side of a building. We are not going to build anything the camera doesn't see. We film interiors inside those sound stages, and we film exteriors out here on the back line. So this house originally was 2 sides, now it's got 4 sides. Still essentially just a facade, or what we like to call a top of the hill. Now, we just left one of the most classic sets in Hollywood. This, I like to say, is one of the most spectacular. This is the crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. You're getting to see it right here on either side of the trolley. Here is how it appears in the film.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steven.
First, again, to sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
Now, this is a real-life airplane that was in the sky. It was retired, though. It was in an old airplane shipyard in the Mojave Desert. They shipped it out here. That's why the top of the airplane is actually missing. They actually ripped it off so that it would fit under the roads when they were driving it here on big trucks. If you look over on the right-hand side of the trolley, you'll see that big blue wall. It's one of the largest backdrops in Hollywood. It sits at the back of Falls Lake. It doesn't really look like a lake, does it? More like a large reservoir that we can drain and fill, depending on whatever needs a production might have. So you'll see a lot of big productions out there with big ships. The upcoming Christopher Nolan film Dunkirk actually used that area right out there. Also the film Sully, starring Tom Hanks, put the airplane right in the center and turn it into the Hudson Road.
Look, this might be more serious than I thought.
What?
What's happening?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation.
Oh no.
My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I am so tired of you state guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him.
Alrighty.
Don't you...
That's better. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. I'm taking care of business. Hobbs out.
Alright, thank you, Special Agent Hobbs. Looks like this is our safe location. Inside Sullivan Truck Repair. Now, word on the street is a known street racer trying to hang out. I can't see it. Oh, okay, we've got some more incoming intelligence. Let me just patch this in. Here we go.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash.
But we use that pretty much in every blockbuster that you're going to see, creating a lot of the locales. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just came out. All of those worlds created inside the computer. Anytime you see a car in the air, it's going to be created inside the computer nowadays. Safety and control is a big concern for movie producers today. So, yeah, you're going to create a lot of those things inside the computer, but you can't beat real sets, and we're actually going to see some real sets. We're going to walk on some real sets right now as we head right into our Colonial Street. Gets its name from the colonial style houses along the way, but if you're a fan of Desperate Housewives, you might know it by another name. Wisteria Lane. We're actually going to get out, walk around, and enjoy these sets.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
Now, I just want to remind you, as you make your way off the trolley, there is this weird sideways step up here, so please just watch your step as you make your way off. You can leave your bags on the trolley.
Okay guys, right now we are on the set of Desperate Housewives. We've actually just done the Fast and the Furious Supercharge 3D experience, and that was amazing. Trust me, we need something like that back home.
So we're not going to walk inside of here because we're not allowed to, but I do want you to have the experience of checking out these stones right here. They're hollow, okay? Hollow stones are actually what we call skins. They're a thick textured plastic that gets heated, pressed, molded, painted, and applied to the outsides of our buildings. Bricks and stones, whenever you see them, they're not real, okay? Guys, step up on the sidewalk because I don't know which way this tram is going. Also, you'll notice that the doorways here are very, very small. The actors that played on this show, both men and women, are not large people by any stretch of the imagination. All right, wait for the regulars since they're going to have to stay together. Right, so these actresses that lived in this home would have been played by Nicolette Sheridan and Vanessa Williams. Small women. By definition, they're probably about 10 to 20 pounds smaller than I am, and I might be considered plus size in this industry, so welcome to my world. But it is an amazing place, and they are small, but they look great on screen. You don't even notice that they're that small. The lawns, the plants, the trees, those are all real. The rule of thumb is if it's planted into the ground, it's real. If not, it might not be. We have a greenery department here that can come in and turn this into October in Connecticut very, very easily by plucking out the greenery and replacing it with silk-colored leaves with zip ties. And I was watching a movie the other night, last week actually, called Wakefield, starring Bryan Cranston. And all of the night scenes for his neighborhood were shot here, ironically. The day scenes weren't, but the night scenes were all done out here, which I thought was kind of cool. I looked and I said, wait a minute, are you kidding me? And I kept recognizing it over and over and over again, and there he was at nighttime. They filmed out here. He was also in a movie called White Hymn that shot out here, and he jumped on the back of a tram when it drove by, which is kind of fun. All right, guys, we're going to take a little walk. That's just another way that we use forced perspective. We put bends in all of our streets to give the illusion that the street goes on forever. We also have very narrow streets. That's so we can capture traffic moving in both directions on street. You watch American television, you may have seen
Okay, so we're just about to walk into Bree's house from Desperate Housewives. I will have a quick look around for what I can to give you all an amazing view.
men down the hall and to the right, and then we'll just gather in the backyard after. Okay, guys? To the right. Good. Ladies here, and men down the hall to the right.
Hiya.
Hello.
And we're going to cruise back through the area with our 6 Points, Texas that we drove through earlier, off to your left and on your right, Denver Street. Now the majority of these are what we call facades. A facade is the front and sides of a building only. Those are strictly for exterior scenes and shots because there's nothing on the inside, and some of the facades that you can see are at the tail end right here. You can see right through them right to the street, so not much washable paint or even litter. Off to your right here. Thank you, Derek.
So back again with the longest day in America where I'm recording absolutely everything. We're about to walk into the property department where they have all the props for all the things filmed at Universal. So we're about to see some amazing stuff. So keep an eye out and see if you remember anything from anything you've watched.
This is kind of the lobby area of our property department. As long as you all can hear me, I'm going to keep going. So this is what we call... In fact, over here, there were two bookshelves right there. There's one bookshelf now, and actually everything's been, all the shelving has been removed, but just recently I saw hold tags on those for sometimes in a scene that's literally on screen for 10 seconds. Hero prop. A hero prop is something that is specifically tied to a character, so Marty McFly's hoverboard or Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. You can also use that term, hero, for some of the set pieces that we have here, and that's exactly what this throne is right up here. This throne was used in Snow White and the Huntsman. It was Charlize Theron's character in the film. She was...
Okay, so this is the chair from Snow White and the Huntsman. Okay, so we're leaving the prop house now, and there were a few set pieces on hold for shows that are filmed at the moment. There weren't actually any I knew the name of, but yeah, so we saw some pretty cool stuff. Even the stuff I just showed you, where that seat was from the film Snow White and the Huntsman, whereas anyone locally to where I live knows, the sequel was actually partly filmed in our hometown of Wales. So woohoo! But yeah, we're heading back onto the coach now, so I'll catch up with you at our next stop. Okay guys, so back on the truck, ready to go. Don't know where our next stop is, I'm sure we'll find out.